All right, welcome again to class. How was last week class? Did you learn anything? Did you study anything? I believe so. All right, today we are going to look at the clef. Okay, clef. Rock of ages, clef for me. That's not the one I'm talking about anyway. Let's look at the clef. Okay, now what's a clef? Now a clef is a symbol that is placed at the beginning of a line of music that establish the letter names of the lines and spaces of the staff. I wish to write it on the board so that I'll explain it bit by bit. All right. Now let's look at this definition again. A clef is a symbol. I mark it. Don't forget, number one is what? Symbol. That that is placed placed at the what? Beginning. That's number two. Symbol number one, placed at where? The beginning. Number two, of a line of music, of a line of music, of a line. That's put the line, of a line. So is on the line, okay, of music that established the letter names. We spoke about those letters in our last class, which we mentioned from A to G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and I continue from A, B, C, D, E, F, G, just as the case may be. So the symbol at the beginning of the line establish what? The letter names of what? The lines and spaces. We spoke about lines and spaces in our last class. So now let's look at the two basic clefs. Let's look at the two of them. There are many of them. We are going to look at it. I told you I'm going to be breaking this class into bit by bit. So let's look at what we call the treble clef and what we call the bass clef. All right. So permit me to clean this one so that we can hurry up to do that very quickly. The two basic one that is used for the pianoforte, all right, is what we call number one, the treble clef, or what we call the G clef. At the end of the day, we'll come to understand why it is called the G clef. Then number two is what we call the bass clef. You call it the F clef. Please, some people used to call this thing bass. It's not bass, please. It's not bass. The bass clef. All right. So you have the treble clef and the bass clef. All right. So now let's carry this clef and put it on the staff. In some book you will see staff is the something. All right. So let's draw our 5 lines and 4 spaces. Now, someone just asked me, what about the symbol? Okay, let's look at this. A symbol like an 8. I don't know if you have seen something like that before, and something in this manner. Okay, now the symbol of a treble clef and the symbol of a bass. That's, oh God. You see now, you are confusing me because you used to call it bass. Now, I'm now joining you to call bass. I brush it from my mouth. All right, of this clef. This is the number one thing I pointed out before I erase it from the marker board. That is the symbols. These are the 2 symbols we're looking at today. In our next class, we are going to be looking at other ones that they use. We use C clef in writing them. Okay, now let's come to placing them. This is the staff, the 5 lines. And the 4 spaces. Let me write it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so this is the beginning. This place is the beginning of this stuff. Okay, so I'm going to now place, this is the symbol. Let's start from here. This is the symbol, the treble clef. So let's do the treble clef. Let's put the treble clef. Let's put the treble clef on the staff. So it becomes treble staff. So you have the 5 lines and I'm going to place them. So I'm going to place the treble clef on the staff. And when I place it on the staff, it is now the treble staff or the treble staff because now it is on the staff. All right. So I go to line number 2. Don't forget at the beginning, the beginning. Go to line number 2. That's line number 2. And put a dot on it. Curve it to line number 3 and bring it down. Take it up above and that is it. You're going to do an assignment to be able to draw this. So it begins from line what? Line 2. With this, I can now bring the letters and start placing on them. And if I place the letters on them, you will understand why it is now called G. Why this is called G clef. Now, let me put the letters on them so that you understand very quickly. All right. So you have 1 as E, 2 as what? G, 3 as what? B, 4 as what? D, and 5 as what? F. All right. Now let's come to the spaces. You have space 1, F, space 2, A. Phase 3, you have C. Somebody is running away. Don't go anywhere. You must know this music. You can't do anyhow, do anyhow. It's time for us to study. You must know. Don't take your chair and your pen. You will understand. Don't run away. Ask me all the questions. I'm here to answer you. Don't run away. Stay here with me. All right. The last one. Welcome and thank you for staying. The last one is E. All right. Now, do you now understand why this is called G clef? Are you seeing this? The beginning is from what? Line G. That's the take-up point. And that's why it is named what? G clef. Someone just say, yes. It's not difficult. That's why it is called G clef. And now this is what we call the treble. Treble staff or treble stave. Now, if you put all this in order, you'll be seeing the letters just as I said. Now look at this. The first line, E, first space, F, followed by line 2, G, followed by space 2, A, followed by line 3, B, followed by space 3, C, followed by line 4, D, followed by space 4, E, followed by line 5, F. Now, let's read this together. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. Those days in school, we used to use a small acronym to remember it. If, okay, because of one or two, you may not, come to understand that line 1 is E, 2, G, 3, B, and 4, D, and 5, F. And space 1, F, 2, A, 3, C, and 4, E. We use these for the lines like 1 every, line 2 good. You can use anything, God, or whatever you can use. Line 3, we use God. Line 4, we use either deserve or drink. Every good boy drinks. And the last one, F, line 5. Line 5, F. So if you say drink, what drink can go with F? Fanta, right? If you say deserve, you can use favor. So that's for you to remember all the lines. Every good boy drinks Fanta. And for you to remember the spaces, if you just put them together, F-A-C-E. What's that? Face. F-A-C-E. F-A-C and E. Face. Your face, mirror face, dog face, lion face, crocodile face, face is face. Alright. And that is for the the treble the treble stuff. Let's quickly do the bass stuff and so we can call it a day very quickly. Alright. So let's look at the same 5 lines of 4 spaces. 1, Okay, now we are going to now put the bass clef, or what we call the F clef, on the staff. All right, bass clef, not bass clef. Okay, so let's go to line 4. Where is 4? Is here. 4 is not here. I told you it's counted upward, not downwards. All right. So that's line 4. So come to line 4 and put a dot on it. Move it to line 5 and bring it down to the middle. This is what we call the bass staff, or the bass clef. The bass staff, sorry, or the bass staff is now a staff or a staff. Whatever you call it, it is okay. All right, now let's know why it is called F. This symbol, why we call it F that time. Now you go G, B, D, F, and A. Then you go A, C, E, and G. Now, if you look at line 4, what is on it is F. F is on line 4, and that is why the symbol, the clef that time, was either called a bass clef or F clef. Understood? Now, let's look at all of them put together, starting from line 1, G, space 1, A, followed by line 2, B, followed by line space 2, C, followed by line 3, D, followed by space 3, E, followed by line 4, F, followed by space 4, G, followed by line 5, and is A. All right. So if you look at it, G, I told you before that when you get to G, you come back to what? A. So let's go G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and A. That is all that is here, okay, for the lines and the spaces. Now, if we come to the acronym, the simple way what you can use in remembering the lines and the spaces. Now, let's go to the lines. So you have line 1. For G, you call it good. For B, line 2, you call it boy. I don't know why it's all about boy, or we think, but music is not a boy, sha. Line 3, that's what? Since we started with drinks, let's bring drink. Let's go to line 4, Fanta. And line 5, always. All right, good boys or good boy, boys drinks Fanta always. Good boys drinks Fanta always. But let them not get diabetes though, since they are drinking Fanta always. Okay, jokes apart anyway. Now let's go for the spaces. Space 1, or what? Space 2, cow. Space 3, eat. And 4, eat what? Somebody should tell me. I'll leave you to tell me. Tell me that in comment section. If it is cassava, tell me, what should this G be? On a normal day, what the cows, what are they supposed to eat apart from what is happening now in one country that I know. I don't know whether it's your own country. So tell me what they should be eating. And that will bring us to the end of today's class. Until I come your way again, I remain Dr. Evangeline. Please share it and call your friends and subscribe to my channel. I'm on all social media teaching music. Thank you very much. Don't forget, I love you. See you in the next class. Bye.